About a year and a half ago, in a dorm room at the University of Maryland, me and my friend, my soon-to-be co-founder, sitting in the front row, we had invented the future. We had thought of a product so revolutionary, so game-changing, that it would forever change how people around the world had to work together. We immediately incorporated and formed our first company. The problem? The problem is that it sucked. Our product was so bad, but not because we weren't creative, but because we didn't know anything about our market. We had just started out. What I want to talk about today is the year-and-a-half journey that me and my partner have been on, where we've learned from our mistakes, where we grew into having an actual successful product that people around the world want to use. What I want to talk to you about today is why it is important for each and every one of you to master your creativity. Creativity is the single most important thing for all of you to succeed. Whether you're a doctor, a lawyer, an entrepreneur, a teacher, a student, those that are creative are successful. And in my talk today, I will A, prove to you that creativity is important, show you how you can be more creative, and show you that creativity is a skill that can be learned. In a survey done by IBM, they found in over 1,500 CEOs that creativity was the most important competency in leadership. Not empathy, not communication, not organization skills, but creativity. Because leaders with creativity can think outside the box. They're able to see things in ways that other people can't. And creativity allows you to have a greater impact on the world. It allows you to mold the world around you rather than to just live in it. If you want to set your own destiny, if you want to set your own life, and you want to be successful, you have to master creativity. Now, I know a lot of you might be thinking to yourselves, I'm not the creative type. I was just never born the creative type, I'm never going to be. That's a lie. Everyone in this room is a creative type. Everyone here can master creativity. They did a study, and they found that in that one study, 78% of the participants showed that creativity was an environmental factor, and only 22% showed it to be genetic. Meaning that creativity is something that can be learned. It's not something, a skill that only a few of us are born with, but rather something that all of us have. So how can we master creativity? The first thing we have to do is to change our mindset. Barbara Carr, a researcher, found that people have two mindsets, a growth mindset and a fixed mindset. A growth mindset, you're always thinking about, how can I change? How can I improve? How can I learn new things? My abilities aren't fixed. Whereas a fixed mindset, you believe that your talents and abilities won't change. And having this type of a mindset is terminal to success. Thinking that you can succeed, that if I'm not good at math, I'll never be good at math. If I can't draw, I'll never be able to draw. If I can't act, I'll never be able to act. This will make you fail at everything you do. Whereas having a growth mindset, you'll be able to master any skill you want to master, overcome any obstacle you want to overcome, and achieve anything you want to achieve. Now, after we've changed our mindset, something that I find really important is putting in the commitment and dedication. In Malcolm Gladwell's book, Outliers, he talks about the 10,000 hour rule. 10,000 hours is what Gladwell views as the minimum amount of time that you have to put in to become an expert. He studied people like Mozart, people like Steve Jobs, Bill Gates, musicians around the world, and he found that anyone that was an expert in their field had put in over 10,000 hours of work. To put that in perspective, 10,000 hours is 3 hours a day for 10 years. He found that Mozart, who started composing when he was only 5, only became good when he was about 20. Steve Jobs, Bill Gates, Bill Joy had all mastered their skills for years before they had the opportunity to succeed. The Beatles, they were practicing in a nightclub in Germany 7 days a week for 8 hours a day for years before they were any good. The nightclub manager said that when they came in, they were awful, but when they left, they were rock stars. By putting in the time and commitment every day, you can be successful at anything you do. They once did a study, and they found in a room full of musicians, some that were on their way to be superstars and other that were not going to be successful, that were just going to be instructors. Those that were going to be instructors had only practiced in their lifetime 5,000 to 7,000 hours. Everyone that was going to be a superstar, everyone that was going to be a famous musician, had performed for over 10,000 hours. There was not one person in that room that was on his way to being successful that had practiced less than 10,000 hours. Genetics had nothing to do with it. Another thing that I love to talk about that's just so important is loving to fail. This is an approach that me and my co-founder take with our company and everything we do. As you saw with the first slide, we put out a product on the market that was awful, but we didn't care. Because entrepreneurs, we like to do, and then we like to learn. We like to take risks, and that's the only way you can learn, and it's the only way you can be more creative. We would put our product out, no one would want to use it, we'd try again. We learned from our customers, put our product out, no one wanted to use it, we tried again. We did this again, and again, and again, and again, failing each and every time, until we came out with something that people were excited to use. It's the same thing when I started pitching investors for money. I would go into the meeting, pitch my heart out, they wouldn't invest. I would go into another meeting, pitch, they wouldn't invest. Wouldn't you know it, after pitching dozens of times, the money started coming in. Did I just start getting lucky? Did I just start finding the right people? I had failed so many times, and by failing, I knew the right things to do. I knew how to passionately explain my company and talk about the metrics that people wanted to hear. Failure is not fatal. It is something that defines us and makes us grow. Another great way to become more creative is to constrain yourself. A great example of this is with flash fiction. Flash fiction is making a short story using only about 6 words. Most famously, Ernest Hemingway, the author, he did this with the story you see up here. Just take a minute to look at it. For sale, baby shoes, never worn. Short, simple, powerful. In just a few words, Hemingway was able to convey something so powerful, so meaningful, that many of us can't do with hundreds of pages if we try. Constraints force you to fail, force you to learn, and they force you to become a little bit more creative. My last point is to never stop learning. And I mean this with all honesty. Anyone that I think wants to be successful has to constantly be learning just about everything to broaden their perspective. As an entrepreneur, I habitually read every single day. I read books about finance, I read books about creativity, I read books about entrepreneurship, I read books about advertising, whatever I can get my hand on. Every time that you read, you are broadening your perspective. You are learning new things, you're exposing yourself to new ideas. I always like to think that if you're reading a book by someone, you're getting to know that person. It's like you're having a conversation with them. How much easier is it to just buy a book from Bill Gates or Mark Cuban than it is to get a sit-down lunch with them? Because I'm so sure that if you were to sit down with Mark Cuban, he would tell you almost exactly the same advice you can get from reading his book. And by reading so many books, you expose yourself to this wealth of knowledge, it'll broaden your perspective, and you'll become more creative. Now what you see here isn't a final version of my service or my project. It's a draft. That's what we call it in my company. Everything we do is a draft, because we're always learning. But we didn't get to this stage, we didn't get this far, building the company as far as we did, by being afraid to fail, by not constraining ourselves and giving us too much time to do everything. We got this far by trying over and over again, by working every day on mastering your creativity. People look at creative geniuses like Steve Jobs and Bill Gates and Mozart, Bill Joy and the Beatles, and they think they were special, they had talent. But I want to tell you here today, there is nothing, absolutely nothing that separates any of you here today, no matter your age, no matter your job, from becoming successful and creating value. You just have to put in the time, not be afraid to fail, and do it over and over and over again. It's worth a try. Thank you.